Hello. See if I can hear myself. Yep. All right. Hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? I will be today I'm streaming due to all the weather events ongoing. Before I do start with basically getting into this, I would ask you to subscribe, like, and turn on the post notifications bell so you can get notifications from my further uploads. But anyways, let's go and get right into the stream. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at our tropical development here. So there is the potential in the next few days we could be seeing this here develop. 80% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. So every once in a while we go and take a look at this. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our winds here. So as we can see, this is right now, this is all the winds. 47, well, this is all the gusts anyway. 54 mile an hour gusts, 46. Fairly up there at the moment. It's not really rotating as of right now, not yet. Like, it's not rotating like an actual cyclone yet. Sustained winds at max of around 35 miles an hour. As we can see here, it kind of starts changing up. Let's go and take a look. Go back to our gusts. Here, as we can see, it has that rotation like a tropical cyclone. So basically, whenever it has that, I guess that rotation, like just the rotation of winds that we can see, pretty much does indicate it pretty much indicates it being like a tropical depression or tropical storm, or basically a tropical cyclone. So this is at around 2 p.m. Sunday, May 17th. Let's go ahead and go back a little bit. We can see it's still got that rotation, but it's not like basically the day after, which is pretty much when it will be considered as a tropical depression or storm. Here it is, May 18th. Pretty much the path of this thing is pretty much going to go up like this and just probably go back out to shore. Let's go ahead and see that. Yep, pretty much just goes out away from the east coast there. And pretty much at this point it's kind of, I guess, far out to where it's pretty much just gonna keep on going this way. Um, Actually, I want to take a look at the future radar. It's going to go down to our southeast. Yep, as we can see, that's the storm there. Pretty much goes into this direction there. Yeah, we can see it like kind of rotating, as if I just move this thing here slowly. Yeah, you can kind of see that like the storm rotating there. So which does pretty much, when it rotates like that, it indicates sort of a tropical depression, or beyond that, tropical storm, hurricane. So this is pretty much right now. It's right there, kind of scattered around a little bit. And then at around here, when that L shape forms, or oh my god, I can't talk. Pretty much when this, like the low pressure sign forms, pretty much does indicate, or it does look like that it has that rotation that we're thinking of. Alright, let's go and get into our severe weather. So here's what we have right now. We have that a lot of enhanced risks. Well, two areas have enhanced risk. The South Central has this here, Texas, Oklahoma. The yellow is enhanced, and also the Northeast here, which also does have an enhanced risk. Which I think this is their first time having an enhanced risk this year. Slight risk down here near in Texas and Oklahoma, and slight risk up here in the Northeast as well, and a bunch of area with marginal risk, which is in this dark green here. Pretty much marginal risk means that the severe storms could be very scattered around, like I guess isolated severe storms. Pretty much the slight means you could be, well, it does mean that you are going to be getting severe weather. And the enhanced risk means pretty much slight risk, but a lot more dangerous. And also these can have higher tornado risks. Let's actually go and take a look at our tornado risk. Biggest tornado risk is in the Northeast here. And then we do have all these 2% here. And also this 2% as well. This brown here is a 5% chance for tornadoes. So we want to take a look at our hail. Our biggest hail risk is down here in Texas and Oklahoma. 30% in the red, 15% in the yellows, and 5% in the greens here. So we're going to take a look at our wind graphic. 30% in Texas and parts of Oklahoma, and also in the Northeast. 15% in the yellows, there, and there. And 5% chance of wind in the greens. And this is for today, May 15th. So now let's go and get into our radar. So we have this thing here in Oklahoma, set of storms. We have a lot, actually. We have all of these down here, isolated. We have this one severe storm, I guess. Well, it's not severe warned, but it's a bit stronger, if that's what I'm, or is that stronger? That's what I'm, that's how to, I really can't talk, holy crap. Let's go and just get right into this. So we have a couple TVS's in the Houston area. Let's go and go down to Houston. Just one north of the city, which I think it's indicating this. You can see those two, I guess that green and the red there. It doesn't really look like rotation, it just looks like, I guess, straight line. So, which I guess is a good thing. Let's go ahead and change radars. Also did indicate something down here, which I'm seeing. It's not really much. There's not really much here. Just have this big thing of green here, but no rotation in, I guess, the Houston area, so which is a good thing. Let's go and take a look at some of the cells in Oklahoma. So we do have some of these severe storms right here that are moving in a strange direction, where these ones are moving in a strange direction. Usually they move east, but these ones are moving southwest. And really, they actually usually do move northeast, but these are moving in the complete opposite direction. Just these ones here. 3 tornadic vortex signatures. Let's go and take a look at our base velocity radar. We have a lot of stuff here. Wow. So far, there isn't really, I'm not really seeing anything, in my opinion, just yet. So I will keep an eye on this, though, because it could turn into something very strange there. There is 1 to 2 inch size hail in this area here. Oh gosh, that's really small. In this area here, there's 2 inch size hail. And there's some hail here that's smaller than 1 inch in diameter. Not too damaging, but it's a little damaging. So this here I am going to keep an eye on. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our northeast storms. We do have a TVS here, which I'm actually going to go ahead and take a look at before I get to all of this. It's in Ohio. Alright, this is what it's indicating. Oh, it's gone. Alright, Alright, so the TVS that was just here just disappeared. So I guess it's not indicating any sort of rotation at the moment anymore. Which is a good thing, because rotation does indicate some sort of tornadic activity. So let's go and now take a look at all of these cells here in New York State. Upstate New York. There's no TVSs yet, which is a good thing. But we have a lot of hail here in Arkansas. We do have a couple TVSs here. I think all of these cells that are up here in New York are supposed to strengthen. There is a possibility for a tornado watch to be issued in pretty much all of this area soon, because of that 5% tornado risk that's in here. Biggest tornado risk of the day. So there's some hail in these. There's a couple severe thunderstorm warnings. Just these here, severe thunderstorm warned in the northeast cells. But anyways, I'm now gonna go and take a look at some of these at this cell here. There's a couple TVSs, which is a bit concerning. There's also 3 to 4 inch hail in size, which is damaging. Sorry about that. 3 to 4 inch hail here. That's wow. Just gonna find those cells. Alright. It's under Fort Smith there. Those look really big. Ooh. We have this here. So that there looks to me that that's like 65 mile per hour. Those clouds are pretty much moving at around 65 mile per hour. They're moving away. Pretty much they're moving in this direction, in these two directions. That's what I can see here. So there's a couple TVSs here. This is severe thunderstorm warned. Let's actually go and take a look at our ecotops or echotops. 45 feet up in the air. Also, if you guys don't know what echotops are, it's basically how high the cloud tops go, like basically the top of the clouds. So, and all really high, very high echotops can actually indicate, or storms with really high echotops actually can have a higher risk of tornadoes in them. So it doesn't mean that this can't have a tornado in it, though. 45 feet up in the air, that's pretty high. So this does have really big hail. 2 to 3. There's this thing, the 3 to 4 inch in size. There's a TVS, tornadic vortex signature. Just if you guys don't know what that means, the red triangles mean tornadic vortex signatures. Also, TVSs. Let's go and now take a look at our potential tropical cyclone here. Special marine warning. There was a humongous gale warning. I think there still is. It's just not showing for me. Let's go and take a look at our winds. I wonder if you guys can see this all right. It being super small down there in the bottom left corner. Alright. Wish you guys can a little bit. So we are looking for this to being some sort of tropical cyclone, like a depression or a storm. In my opinion, it's not likely for this thing to become a hurricane. So let's take a look at our sea surface temperatures. 74, 75 in the area. Basically in the areas that we're expecting the storm to travel up. Basically could pretty much become a tropical cyclone in this area here, and then basically move up like this, and pretty much honestly think 80 degree sea surface temperature. Let me re-say that, or reword that. um, Basically, in my opinion, when the sea surface temperature is at 80 degrees, it basically means that the storm could become some sort of hurricane. And as we can see, it's only in the 70s. Actually, we see 78 there, but pretty much at this point it just becomes a tropical depression. So it won't have time, I guess. Um so we can see here 77. So I guess that right there, the sea surface temperatures there are pretty much what will give it will basically strengthen the storm. So really, I don't see it becoming some sort of hurricane. Maybe a mid-tropical storm, but so it probably won't have any impact on anywhere. Let's go and get rid of our temperature thing. So at around basically here, it's pretty much just gonna go north and turn out into the ocean. So it won't have any impacts. It might impact the Carolina or North Carolina here a little bit, but not that much. And it will not impact Bermuda either. So it's a good thing. So we can go back to our winds. Let's take a look at our wind accumulation. Yeah, it really won't have any impact on Carolina there, I guess, for like that very... It might affect this here. But other than that, probably will not affect any land. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna even impact kind of the northeast here. It's just gonna churn out into the ocean. It's gonna avoid all land pretty much. So it's a good thing, but things could change. Predictions could change. I'm not saying this could be official. Like, this is gonna be the path of this storm. It could just go up and hit the Carolina and Virginia or DC. Really, I really don't think that would happen. It could churn out and maybe go down to Bermuda. It could probably go up and, hit the northeast. Or it could just, go out into the ocean, which is what it's predicting. Or like I said, it could just hit the Carolinas or the States or the East Coast. Or it could just even go into Georgia, but I'm positive that won't happen. Like, it just won't churn into Georgia. That most likely won't happen. So let's go ahead and remove that. So things could change with this, with the predictions of the storm. As said, right now it says it's going onto the ocean. So it's 80% in the next 48 hours, which means in the next 48 hours it could become a tropical depression. So that's that. Eastern Pacific nothing, and Central Pacific nothing at the moment. So this could be, well, this is going to be another early start to hurricane season. I think this is like the 5th year in a row now. It's 5th or 6th year in a row now that this has happened. So anyways, so we're going to take a look at some more of the severe storms that are here in Oklahoma. And then after, when I'm done, I guess, explaining all of this, all the severe weather, I'm going to take a break. Actually, I wanted to take a look at this first. These here severe storm warned. Some of the ecotops are pretty high up in the air. 45,000. A lot of 40,000. Lots of that, actually. Or no, I think that's this year. So I'm going to take a look at our base velocity radar. So I'm going to change. Alright. There's no TVS, which is a good thing. It doesn't look like there will be any tornadic activity with these storms at the moment. There's a lot of hail though. 1 to 2 inch hail in size. It's a lot of, well, just a lot of indications of hail. I see this 2 here, which does mean 2 to 3 inch in hail size in hail. And 2 to 3 inch in size hail. That's what I meant to say. Everything, it's just gonna be, everything's just gonna have an eye kept on them. Or everything's just gonna be looked at every once in a while. So I'm going to take a look at some of these here. No, they're not severe. They're just general thunderstorms. All of these here. So maybe some hail in some of them, but very small hail. They're moving straight north. So these could potentially, maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think these would probably even turn into anything. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on these little things, or little cells. Just general thunderstorms. We still have this TVS here from earlier. Maybe we see a little something here. It looks a little straight to be rotation. Or it looks way too straight to be rotation. So that's what this TVS is indicating. It's indicating this. "35 minutes into the stream, and that TVS is not gone." Special marine warning. There's no severe warnings yet. Or there's no severe warnings at all in the Houston cells. There's 2 TVS's up here near Huntsville. So I'm gonna go and take a look at that. I think these are those cells. The heck is Huntsville? Right here's Huntsville. I think this radar station is kind of it's not updating actively. Wait, hold on. Let me go and take a look at these little cells here that I think these are them. Yeah, these here are them. Wait, no. Okay, these are them. I think this is what I'm looking at. I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything. What's this? Severe thunderstorm warning. It's still active. Let me go and take a look at this. There's no nearby radar stations. No, it's not. No, I didn't want to show my location. So go back to these cells. Ooh. Um, very high echo tops for the cells in near Midland, north of Midland. Uh, 55,000 feet up in the air, or 55,000 foot echo tops, or cloud tops. That's interesting. There's 3 warnings, or 3 severe warnings. Actually, there's 5 severe warnings for this group of cells. Just want to take a look at our base velocity radar. I'm not seeing anything. I just don't see anything, in my opinion. Yeah, those. I'm just gonna keep it on it. Those. Well, probably just everything in general. Well, everything in general. That's what I'm gonna be looking at. I think I'm in the need for another break, or another not. Well, I'm in the need for a break right now, but I'm just gonna go and take a look at some of these here, then go back up to here, and then probably take a break. And then when I get back, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a look at that tropical or potential tropical cyclone there in near my Florida, next to Florida. I'm going to see the hail amount. There's all of them don't have hail more than 1 inch in diameter. All the hail reported in the Northeast storms are just, they just have less than 1 inch hail in diameter. Echo tops, fairly high. Max goes up to 40,000. So that's high up. These are supposed to strengthen once they get to New England, the New England states here. I think it's actually just supposed to be this area that gets the worst of it. I guess that's all for now. Then, when I get back, I'm just gonna go and take a look at this thing here. But yep, I'm gonna go and take a break for about 20 minutes, and I'll see you guys shortly. I'm back. Good. Let's get back into this. Alright. I am back from my break. I said it was going to be 20, but it probably was longer than that. So I said that when I get back, I am going to go ahead and take a look at this tropical or this potential tropical cyclone here. So nothing too much is going on. It's actually like a lot of the rain is moving into like southeastern Florida. As we can see, it is still at sorry. It is still at 80% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours, which does mean that it will become it most likely will become a tropical cyclone. So here's the winds at the moment. You know, they're kind of unorganized wind, like they're not in that rotating pattern that we're trying to or that a tropical cyclone needs. It's not like a full rotation, it's just this. It's kind of like an arch. We need a full circle. Basically it's going to go into Saturday. Actually, go into Sunday, because actually that's better. Yeah, but as we can see, this is a lot more of like a circular rotation instead of that arch rotation that we saw on basically what we saw basically right now. It's just moving. It's basically just gonna move up a little bit and then churn out into the Atlantic Ocean. That's what I said before I took my break. So more of just a full-on circular rotation, which that does indicate tropical. It does basically indicate a tropical cyclone. This here is pretty much the gusts. So, this isn't. Yeah, as we can see, it's just moving. It moves out into the ocean. And then we see it kind of turns into this thing here. So at the moment, it does not have any it is not a threat to any land at the moment, but that could change. The path could potentially churn out and then go up into the northeast. It could just, churn out and go into the Atlantic, which is what it's, predicted to do. It could even just go north and go into the Carolinas and Virginia or DC, or would is most likely not going to happen, but it still could happen. It could just turn into Georgia. Or actually, it could actually just even do this. Like Hurricane Matthew, not. Hurricane Matthew did not, just go into a full circle. Like, its path did not just go into a full circle. I mean, that's what they called for it to do, but that didn't happen. Everything here could happen, but a couple of them will most likely not happen. The thing that's going into Georgia and just the full loop here most likely won't happen. You never know. Could happen. It's not even a tropical cyclone yet. It's not even a depression yet. So we don't fully know if this is gonna even become a tropical cyclone, which it most likely will because it's at an 80% chance. But it was either last year or the year before, there was like an 80 or 90% chance of like a hurricane to develop. I think it might have been in the Gulf of Mexico or whatever. Wait, no, I don't. Hold on. It might have been like around here. It was around here. And there was like an 80% chance, 90% chance for a tropical cyclone to form, and it did not form into a tropical cyclone. It just stayed. So that could happen with this thing here, which we're thinking it will be Arthur, but we don't know what will exactly happen yet. It most likely will become a tropical cyclone and then just churn out into the Atlantic Ocean, but I'm thinking it could most likely also churn into the northeast. Just go up the coast. So these two paths here are most likely going to happen. But this one here, when it turns out into the ocean, that's the biggest chance of where the storm is gonna go. But both of these paths here are they're the biggest chances of where the storm could go. Here's the radar here, the future radar. We can see that there. That's interesting. You guys couldn't see that. Yeah, that right there. That squall line there is interesting. That's what we're looking at, though. We're looking at this thing here, and it's most likely gonna go out and turn into the ocean, but it could just go up the coast. So yeah, here it looks like it could just even go up into that way, into just straight into Carolina, which I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's the least probability out of the two that I mentioned here, but it still could happen. Yeah, that is it for the tropical weather for now. Let's go and get back into our severe weather. So there's 2 tornado warnings in New York State That's interesting. That's new. Let's take a look at those. That most likely happened when I was gone. So it's in this cell here. Let's take a look at it. It's just a different radar location, if there is one. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Yep, that is rotation. In my opinion, that is rotation. Yep, as we can see here, that's rotation. But thankfully, it's not going anywhere. Or wait, hold on. It's just going east. So it's just going this way. So it could eventually, you know, hit all of this if it continues to sustain itself. But yeah, this here, this is rotation. So I'm gonna take a look at some of the past frames. It looks... This looks interesting. Here it looks quite a bit more like... Quite a bit more, it looks more obvious here. I mean, here it's still got kind of that S shape. So if you guys can hear that, just turn that down. Okay. So that right there, that's rotation. Tornado warned. Tornado and quarter-sized hail in this tornado warning. Not confirmed yet. What is going on down here? Let's check that in a bit. And I'm just gonna keep an eye. I'm just gonna have my eyes on this right now because this is interesting to me. So that is official rotation. Choose a better color. Nah. What about this? Yep. And draw the S shape again. So this most likely it's probably just a low funnel cloud. There's a radar station here, like right there. I can kind of see the rotation there, but it's a little bit less. It's less obvious with this radar station. this radar station, it's not loading in properly. So to the Albany one, because that's the best one. So this could let me get a better picture of it. All right, there we go. Actually, here we can see around 65 mile an hour. Like the clouds are moving at around 65 mile an hour. So they're rotating at 65 miles an hour. So this could mean that there's a low funnel cloud. There's most likely just a funnel cloud. Or maybe an F0 tornado. Which, let's hope not. So that's moving towards the radar station, which is around here. So this is severe warned, and this tornado warning is still active. This tornado warning here is canceled. What about this one? This tornado, okay, so this tornado warning here that was behind this tornado warning, it's canceled. A tornado watch. Oh, there's a tornado watch. I didn't. So basically, tornado watch still remains in effect. So I guess this is what I'm just gonna keep my eye on for as of now, as of right now. That's the rotation that I just drew out there. And also there's a severe thunderstorm warning. There's also some spotty hail here too. That's what it said. Quarter sized hail. Let's go ahead and close this out actually and reboot it because it's really laggy. Also, that is not where I live. It's just a random place I have set for as a default location. I do not live in Alaska. That's canceled. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go and go down here. There's 2 tornadic vortex signatures here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go look at some of the cells, or the Houston cells. it doesn't look like there's any. It doesn't really look like there's any rotation. Yeah, I'm positive that there's like no tornado on the ground in Houston, nor really even some sort of funnel cloud. And there's three TVSs. Um, Maybe there's some of these here. Very weak rotation. Doesn't look like anything is gonna happen with these. It's pretty much all of that there. Let's move up to our Midland, Texas storms. Let's take a look. We have a lot of heavy rains. 1 to 2 inch size, 2 to 3 inch in size. Seen this here. There's absolutely zero TVSs though. Maybe I'm seeing a little something here. No. There's nothing here yet though. Well, not yet anyway. These could turn into something once they progress further. We have all of these here. We have this thing here, but it looks to me that it's weakening from all of these hills here. And we do have all of this here, but it's... Wait. It looks too messy. This here looks too messy for rotation. It just looks too messy. Yeah, it's just... That's not really a tornado. It's not rotation. Yeah, there's no rotation there. Well, yeah, it looks too messy for rotation. We have this thing here, but... A lot of these storms, a lot of these cells here just look too messy. Although this here might be a little bit of rotation. This here might be a little bit of rotation. But I wouldn't say go tornado warned at the moment. It's just severe thunderstorm warned. Echo tops. Very high echo tops, though. I have this here that's 50,000, 55,000, and 60,000 foot echo tops. That's actually really high up there. Could be a tornado risk there, or just, well, there was small amounts of rotation, small rotation risk, or not small. Well, I mean, there was rotation there. If you go back, there's some rotation there, but it's probably a little messy. It's some rotation. A small funnel cloud risk here. So now we're gonna go and take a look at this. Maybe not. These here are just weakening. All this here is weakening. It's just weakening. It's really just the biggest concern is this. This tornado warning. Oh, it's canceled. There's all of this here forming in northern Connecticut. So right now, this is my biggest concern for severe weather at the moment. Just this area here. Just all of this in New York. Well, there's think forming here in Connecticut. Okay. Radar is offline. Interesting. Oh, I didn't have any radar station selected. It's just this Albany one. Yeah, that kind of S shape kind of disappeared. Yeah, that S shape disappeared a little bit. So yeah, that there, that's not obvious rotation anymore, which is a good thing. We have this TVS here, which is interesting. Just if you guys don't know what a TVS is, it's a tornadic vortex signature. Well, that's what it stands for. TVS stands for tornadic vortex signature, which is this red triangle here, red upside triangle, upside down triangle. That's what I meant to say. There's nothing in this area, and this is where that TVS is. I'm getting tired from streaming, and I've only been streaming for 1 hour and 39 minutes. I took that 25-minute break. So maybe when I get to the second hour, I'll stop it, the stream. It's getting really tiring. We have all of this here. That's a flash. There's a flash flood warning in here. See, here's that where that cell is that caused the flash flood warning. It's not really even a cell. No, that's not even a cell. That's just a weak. It's not weak. It's just rain. Guess we're just gonna move on from that. We do have all of this here, which looks to me that it's not forming into anything. All of this here just won't. These are all just general thunderstorms, in my opinion. Not even this thing here that says it's a strong thunderstorm. It's just a general thunder. There's just all general thunderstorms here in Mississippi, this deep south. Oof. Do have this thing here in New Mexico. Severe thunderstorm warning. I'm just gonna take a look at it. Just why not? Just because why not? Echo tops, always worth checking. Pretty high up in the air. It's always worth checking the base velocity radar, and that looks to me to be like just weak rotation. So yeah, that's just weak rotation in this storm. It's severe warned. Has 1 to 2 inch size hail. The New Mexico cell. And yeah, there looks to be minor rotation. Well, not weak rotation, that's what I meant. It doesn't even really look that obvious either, so I wouldn't even really say it's much of rotation at all. Probably rotating a little. Yeah, now it's becoming less obvious. We have a lot of severe storm, or just a lot of stuff going on around the US right now. I think here in the southeast. Here's the potential tropical cyclone at 80%. It's going to take a peek at the this here. Special marine warning. Looks like broken rotation. So here's the tropical cyclone right now, or it's not even a tropical cyclone, it's just a potential tropical cyclone. So here it is right now, and it's just arch. The winds are kind of moving in some sort of arch, I guess, or omega sign. That's what it looked like a little. This is at around tomorrow. We can see that it looks to be a little more substantial for circular rotation, which tropical cyclones need circular rotation. And then at around Sunday, it looks like it's actually become that tropical cyclone, tropical depression. But we have this big, huge thing of just calm, really huge thing of just calm winds. Here's Monday. Moves up. It kind of moves up and then churns out. I guess here it looks to be a little bit less like a tropical system. This thing is right now at an 80% chance for becoming a tropical depression. Also, I should specify the winds. Tropical depression is from basically, it's basically 38 mile per hour winds and lower. Tropical storm is 39 or 40 mile per hour winds to 74 mile per hour winds. And right now it's looking like it could potentially become not a strong tropical storm, but just an average tropical storm, like around, upper 50s. Winds are at upper 50s, and it has no risk for, it has no land threat right now. It's like not threatening any land, but could just go up and hit the northeast. Could just churn out, which is what it's predicted to do, or it could just even go into the Carolinas or Virginia. And most likely this won't happen, but it could. It could just churn into Georgia. But hopefully this here does not happen. Hopefully hopefully none of these happen. Just hopefully it does this, because it does not have a land threat if it does this, and that's what it's predicting to do. And hopefully it does not do this either. Or hopefully it just does not go up and just go down, or to anywhere down here or whatever. Because if it goes down here, then it has a land threat. 80% chance for forming into a tropical system, basically a tropical depression, which is at around, a tropical depression, if it forms into that, then it has circular rotation all the way around. Winds greater than 39, that's a tropical storm. And right now it's looking like it could just become a tropical storm, because the sea surface temperatures are warm enough for it to become a tropical storm. Like just a mid-tropical storm, not strong or weak, just upper 50s winds at that amount. That's what I'm basically expecting this storm to become into. Or I can't talk. I can't. I just can't. Whatever. When not winds. 73-degree water temperatures or sea surface temperatures, which honestly is enough for a tropical storm, but not enough for a hurricane, which is a good thing. So hopefully this does not have a land threat, nor a hurricane, or hopefully this does not become a hurricane at all. This is what it's predicting to do, or go up into. Let's go to our future radar. So this here is at around May 18th. 12 o'clock, May 18th. Here it does look like it's going to go up into there, but it could just, at this point, just do this. But it could just go up the coast, or just go into here. Or even just go into here, but which is not likely to happen. Kind of hard to predict. Tropical systems hasn't even formed into a tropical system yet. So, what time am I at? 1 hour and 51 minutes. I think I'm gonna go in and end the stream very shortly. This is making me tired. No severe thunderstorm warnings yet. Or there's multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. I meant to say there's no tornado warnings at the moment. There was that one that was up here, but it's not issued anymore. Although I'm just gonna go up and keep an eye on this. That was that New Mexico storm, which was down here. That is severe thunderstorm warned. Could just potentially strengthen into something. And then we have all of these here. I have a lot of stuff going on today. So, that's interesting. Not much going on right now. Although I think later it's supposed to get really bad. Oh, there's a tornado warning I see on... Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go into it. Tornado warning. This is where it is. Let's choose a different radar location. It's just the Albany one. Albany one. Is that how I pronounce it? Albany. This looks messy. Here's where the tornado warning is. It's not obvious, but it looks very. It looks more like straight wind or straight line winds. But yep, there's our S shape there. So this is some sort of rotation that's moving this way. But I have a feeling it's just gonna get. Wait, hold on. Am I looking at the right time? Okay, now I'm looking at the right time. Okay, now it looks even more unorganized. I have a feeling this is not gonna be tornado warned for any longer. Probably in the next frame, it's just gonna go. In my opinion, that's not really anything. Could form into something though, so I'm just gonna have my eye on it. Alright. Just gonna keep an eye on that tornado warning. That is a tornado warned storm. Severe thunderstorm warned as well. This thing has a lot of hail. This storm here, or this cell. This is just now becoming a squall line. So it's just moving, it's just gonna keep on moving this way. It's gonna keep on moving east, northeast. Sorry guys. There's a lot of stuff there. Anyway, I feel like I'm just getting really tired now. Even though this is probably my shortest stream so far, I'm just getting tired. Kind of. This isn't forming in. What's the echo tops? Not high. Usually when you see tornadoes, they're in 40 to 45,000 feet up in the air. So these here, tornadic. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a word. And we see mostly 25,000 foot echo tops, which is uncommon to see tornadoes in. highly doubt. I just doubt this cell right now. Um. Anyways. I think that might have to be the end of my stream. Because I just want to get back to other things. This looks more like straight wins here, but I don't know. Anyways, I guess that'll have to do for today's live stream. These storms are supposed to well, there's supposed to be a lot more tonight with these storms. But anyways, that'll do for today's live stream. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. This live stream was based off, or it was about 2 different subjects: severe weather and that tropical weather, which is this forming tropical system down here. 80% chance of formation into a tropical cyclone. And there's a lot of tornadic activity, or there is some tornadic activity that could become more tornadic whenever it moves into the New England area. So anyways, tomorrow I think I'm gonna make a video on the tropical, or the potential tropical cyclone down here in near Florida. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Just as said at the beginning of the live stream, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications so you can get notifications for my further uploads or even live streams like this. But that'll do for today's live stream. Thank you guys for watching, and